Mm-hmm. What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Woo! I was not ready for that. We are back. Boss Ass Whisks. Did we even do an episode last month?
We
No?
we did our live stream on YouTube, but I think it was at the very beginning of the month, so it just seems
Oh,
like
yeah.
That's
yeah, we're never that prepared. I was like, this is amazing. If we could do this every month, that'd be great. But yeah, that was our Women's Month one. I can't keep track anymore. But welcome
so
back, everybody, to the Boss Ass Whisks. And I am your host, Liz, and I'm here with my co-host,
Sarah.
So last podcast, we were talking to women that own businesses for Women's Month. And today we are going to give you guys updates on our storefront, because why not update you guys on our lovely adventure, I would call it,
of this road of
this road of adventures.
I feel like there should be like a cookie analogy in there. It'd be like, we're following the cookie crumbs. Candyland. I don't know.
Literally, we are getting cookie crumbs.
like trying to find a kitchen within our budget is literally like
yeah. So actually we'll get to that. So the first thing we're going to actually share is what we spent or what we're saving. Like, so how much did you get for your Kiva loan, and
what
did you do with it again?
So I have not touched it. So it is sitting in my bank account. So
Nice.
I got $3,500 approved for my Kiva loan, and I am just keeping that and then working as much as I can to save, and we're just searching. It's hard out there, guys.
It's a hard not life for us. So what my Kiva loan, I got $7,500.
Make it rain.
And I started filling up my inventory. So if you actually go to AFMG Cafe, www.amfgcafe.com, you're going to see that I added a bunch of dice. I got tons of board games, which is amazing. And it took me like a few days to actually buy some of these items because it was so much money. I was like, oh my God. So I think the reality of how much this is going to cost, it has hit me.
Brick wall.
That was just the inventory, which I think right now I have enough to fill a small space. So that is done. But now I know, like, that's done. I don't have to waste any more money on that unless I sell games during my pop-ups. And I could rotate the games and everything like that. Also licensing. I started doing my sanitation management license, which, by the way, it's been a world nightmare. So I've been calling them because I've been missing my dates and then rescheduling the date and then doing the date again. And then I called them, and then I just realized that I accidentally made 2 accounts. And that's why I have been having an issue with scheduling my licensing. So yeah, I got that settled.
The Sarah move right there.
Oh my God, it was so bad. I was like, what the fuck is happening? I go, what? I was there. And then they're like, it doesn't show that you were here. And I go, but I was there. And then I go, oh wait, I just made 2 accounts. So that's all on me. Totally my fault. No one else's fault but my own.
You feel like me, I forgot to do my quarterly taxes, and I was like, oh fuck, I gotta go do that.
No, I'm like the opposite though. So I actually overpaid. So I got the money. I got like $678 because I paid it, which it sucks. So this is what happened with that. And that's a lot of the Kiva loan went towards taxes. So I had to pay a lot of taxes this year.
Girl, same. We need to talk about that. This whole small business have it easy, because that's some bologna.
That is crazy. I don't know, maybe I don't know. I don't know if we're even doing it wrong, like, I don't know what the right wording is, but, like,
Like, I'm sure we don't
it
know
was
all the
nuts.
loopholes, but it's just
Yeah,
do you feel
I heard a
taken
lot of
advantage of?
money.
Because that's how I feel.
I do because I this is the first one of the first years where my sales were actually, like, very, very high, and,
Same. So
then
I was a little upset.
yeah, so then half of it goes to the government, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
"What the fuck?" But I was
American dream, baby.
yeah, taxing, licensing, updating licenses that needs to be done
Mhm.
for us to get the storefront. So that's money. Also, while we're doing that, I did use a small sum to update the pop-up part of AFMG because
Well,
we
it's
had
an investment in
a
your business, so, like, you're
yeah.
using it for what you're supposed to, you know?
Well, yeah, that's I had to update, we have, like, the food cooler, and that was, like the food cooler I had for 3 years, and the zipper's broke, it's not sturdy, it's not big enough, so I got a new one of those, I had to buy a rack for the top of my car so I could put my tent and everything up,
You do
um
have a tiny little car. It's kinda
I
comical.
do, and, like, the tent
We should
goes,
post
like,
your
on
car
this
on our Instagram, not gonna
oh
lie.
my god, like, I I wish I would've taken a photo. I'll show a photo of how I used to pack my car and what it's gonna be like
Yes.
now with the rack,
Yes,
because I
please.
had my tent through my car, and I had my tent was, like, at my front windshield to the back windshield, and I was like, "This is just so unsafe, I can't drive like
It's the
that this
Final
year, like,
Destination
that's not
movie,
gonna happen."
basically. It's like the
Yeah, like,
log.
at any moment, my head will get torn off my body, but, I also spent it on what did I spend it on? I'm like, "Jesus." Oh, yeah, new tablecloth because mine got ripped up. Uh, because one of my first times actually being at, like, a market was with that tablecloth, and I freaked out because time was ticking by, and you have to be done, and I didn't know how to put my banner on my table, so I started fucking cutting holes through it and gluing shit, like, so I
Oh,
needed to buy a new tablecloth.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
need to get a
Oh
new banner because I fucked mine up.
oh my god, I got I switched from vinyl to fabric, and it is way better.
Well,
Uh,
if you have a
it
place that you recommend, shoot me because I will order it.
yeah, no, I'll just share it right now, actually. All you gotta do is go to Vistaprints.
Ooh, easy
I
peasy
love
lemon squeezy.
Vistaprints. They do have, like, good sales, good pricing, and it's quick, it's nice. And the cloth ones are just better because it doesn't ever wrinkle, it's easier to kinda drape behind you
I
and
feel
on
like
the
it's more
table.
homey too, like, it fits, like, the small business vibe a little bit
Yeah,
more.
yeah, the vinyl signs are nice if it's, like, outside of the tent, like, I don't need, like, a non-vinyl sign unless I'm doing anything, like, on top of the tent, which I was gonna do, but that's too pricey, it's not worth the money. I don't think anyone's gonna not see my tent because I have those
Mhm.
orange signs, so I'm like, "Fuck it," like, I'm not gonna do it. Um, what else did I buy? I bought, like, a lot yesterday, like, a lot of updates because I did the table tent. Oh, yeah, I bought new shelving, so I used to have, like, a three-tier shelf, but now that I have more of an inventory of board games
Need more
and
space.
dice, and I put up those wire shelves where you have to, like, put them together and take them down, and I'm like, "I need something quicker," because, like, I could put that shelving together, but, like, putting the shelving on top of the three-tiered gaming thing is just so much time that
Yeah, and you
I
already
don't
have a
need it.
long commute for your markets, so it's just
Yeah,
like,
it's
set yourself
exhausting.
up for success so that way, like, you have that wiggle room if God forbid, like,
Mhm.
get stuck in traffic, and it's like, "Alright, I got 20 minutes to set up, let's do this."
Yeah,
And you're just
yeah, and
sweating bullets trying not to have a panic attack.
yeah, I'm always sweaty. Like, I hate that, like, I want to go out after a market, but I'm like, I'm just drenched in sweat this whole fucking time. I feel so gross. But I bought a big shelving unit and it folds and it fits in my car. And that is an update that I got for my tent. There was something else that I got too. It was just like a lot of updates, basically. to make sure that things just run smoother. And we added new products. I am now a wholesaler for let me get the company right, because everyone wants drinks when they get the donuts, right? Because we have markets and not a lot of people are selling
Mhm.
like waters and shit. So I started looking at water companies and this place popped up. It is called Drink Weird. So I am
Love
now
it.
official wholesaler of Drink Weird. And it serves weird water. Yep. And I'll have also, I'll be carrying weird water. They have a tea that's called passion fruit tea. I'm gonna be
Ooh,
carrying
delish.
that. And then they have the weird yerba. They have a Aussie pomegranate, and it's all vegan, and it's all recyclable. And they donate, most of their money towards, charities.
You're like, "But wait,
So
there's more." That was a very good
yeah,
sales pitch. Everyone,
yeah,
let's plug this weird water company.
right? But get it just through AFMG Cafe.
Mhm.
Uh, but yeah, I
Be
mean, it
supportive.
was let me see. It was what's their whole spiel? It was awesome, and it has little monsters on the can. It's super fun.
Aw.
Um, I was going to get Death Water as one of my vendors, but then I was like, A, um, they don't have wholesale technically.
Oh.
So I'm like, this is sucky. Plus, they hit Weird Water hits all the shit. So they are also gluten free and they're vegan. And it has a 5 million other things. It's organic, USDA certified, non-GMO, and it has 160 milligrams of natural caffeine. So, yay.
Snaps.
Yeah. But yeah, that cost money, so I spent my Kiva loan on that also. Um, but yeah, I do have still a lot of it left. But like you said, I'm just stockpiling it at this point,
Mhm.
because we're going to our next topic. We have found out we need a kitchen.
Ba-boom.
we
Or wah, wah,
we
wah.
found out that we need a kitchen. And like, yeah, I so when we first started, our first plan was the fact that we were going to outsource a kitchen.
To
But
save some moolah, because at the time, that
yeah.
seemed like the cheaper option,
Mhm.
but,
It is not.
no,
It
no,
is
it's not.
it is not. The amount of, like, money that these people are asking for these rentable kitchens, and then you have to think, so I'm bringing my food, right? So I'm gonna
Mhm,
cook my food, bring it all the way back to my to the store, and then serve it, or because my thing is, "Oh, I could save money and just make the donuts and then decorate it at the store,"
mhm.
but then you still have to pay for all the freezers and shit to store everything. So you still had to buy kitchen things, and then you gotta go all the way back to this kitchen you're renting, and then you're spending gas, and then you're wasting time, and it's like, I just don't wanna do any of that. Like, I don't want to it just doesn't seem
No, you're the
like
hamster on that spinny wheel. It's just a constant,
yeah,
like, you're never gonna get anywhere. Like, it's just I don't
yeah,
know. You
a
need
lot of
things
money,
to move
a lot of time.
smoothly in order to be successful. Like like,
Yeah, and
that's a
we
recipe for disaster, we realize, so
yeah, no. So we're voting no. But so we will be getting a kitchen, but we worked it out to where we could help people then, like our vendor friends. We could help
Mhm.
them with, using our kitchen and we won't charge them an arm and a leg because we'll be open anyways. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
So
so it's like just like, a little extra coin, but also we're helping other people, so it's just
yeah,
just have your shit paid
just
like,
us.
have your insurance and, charge a reasonable amount, like, we're here to be
Yeah.
fair,
Yeah.
not to, like
We could even try to do some pop-ups too for them. Like, I thought it would be cute if we had a little, like, sideshow booth and it'll be like a pop-up.
I think that'd be very cute.
I was like, "Keep on brand." But, like, there's ways of us going about it, but the kitchen is just more of a way, and plus it will just work out better for us anyways, especially, because it's 2 of us
Mhm.
that needs 1 kitchen, and if, like, say, Sarah needs the kitchen because 'cause she's got, like, a huge ass order that is for a party or something, and she's trying to fill up the store,
Mhm.
I then know, "Okay, well, that's fine. I'll come in, like, either overnight or whatever, make my donuts, get that done so I could clear the kitchen." But, like, you can't do that with a kitchen you don't own. Like, you
Right,
know what I mean?
it's
Like,
not
you
as
don't have
easy
that.
access, and I don't know, because anyone that, like, works in, like, the food industry well, hell, anything,
Yeah,
honestly, but the if you have to go to, like, X, Y, and Z to get one task done, you're
yeah,
failing. You're gonna fail, or you're gonna
yep,
get it done, but you're gonna be so stressed out. You I don't know. We don't wanna resent our work, and I feel like if we had
or each
chose to
other.
do that yeah, and it's like, I'm not trying to get into a fist fight with anyone, and I'm also
Yeah,
not like, I don't wanna dread like, that's why we
coming
do
into
this.
work for yourself.
I don't dread doing my baking, and I don't wanna ever feel that way. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's when it's a red flag, you're like, "Fuck." So, right now, what we're doing is we're saving our money, also, we're trying to get prices of locations, which has
yes.
been quite a situation.
It's been very discouraging, so if anyone knows of something that isn't like, I don't know, 6
Please.
grand a month, that'd be great. Like,
Yeah.
that one was so
Preferably something that's, like, at the most 1,700 a month. Like, but, like, we need something, and it's
Mhm.
hard. So, yeah, we had the first one, and then that fell through,
It was
which
sad. We had a pretty little
yeah,
layout and everything.
I know. I mean, there was just a lot of, like, layout situations that was going to be a pain in the ass,
Mhm.
but
It
we were
wasn't our
able to
home.
work it out. It was that bathroom. It the ba
That
honestly,
bathroom was so fucking weird.
the bathroom was huge, which is
Like, why?
fine,
Why do you need a big pooper?
but yeah, and it was, like, all the way in the back. It was just in a worse position where even if we had to do a kitchen, like, in there, it would have been very hard and almost like we've had to redesign the place to do it,
Yeah,
which
and it's like we don't wanna invest that much time or money into something that we don't own. So,
yeah.
like, if we own the space, it would be different, but we're not at that stage in our
Mhm.
lives. Like, we're
Yeah, no.
we're 2 broke batches, you know?
2
We
yeah,
need
that's gonna be our new podcast, 2
like,
broke bachas.
I can afford a lease, I can't afford a mortgage, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. We need a leasing space. It's like that TikTok, "I need a leasing space, that's 700
Yes. Can we
with
please
free
make that?
garbage
Yes, please, we're making that TikTok later. It's been
and extra
confirmed.
money." Thank you.
Hey, support our Patreon and pay to see us do
Yeah.
that. Heyo.
Hey, I was singing Chewy the dog one, all day today. I was like, "I'm looking for a dog with toe beans who eat cheese with teefies." Like, oh my god, I can't stop singing that. I was, like, playing a game yesterday, I'm like, "I'm looking for a dog with toe beans with teefies who eat cheese." I'm like, "Okay, stop." Yeah, it's taken over. But yeah, we're gonna save our monies, but until then, any info will help. I did see that the Milwaukee market now has 2 open spaces, um, which I think is awesome. They also do delivery too, so they work with delivery services, so that would be beneficial.
Oh, yeah.
Um, we would, like, get a lot more people, I guess, finding us. Also, it might actually benefit that we have board games because that's a huge ass space, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm. Well, plus just the time of year, like, everyone's wanting to go together with their friends, and,
yeah,
okay, what if you don't drink or, hey, you wanna do something besides drink? Like,
yeah,
play a game with your friends. That's literally what I did just this last weekend. It's like, I don't know, it's just a fun, wholesome thing to do, guys, and it's
yeah,
a hoot and a holler, so why not?
right? I mean, I don't drink anymore, but, like, I don't know. I kind of want a storefront like separate so we could do like events and stuff like
Mhm.
that. But you know what? It's small baby steps. Sometimes you can't do all the ideas that you want.
You
And this is a
can't
prime example.
always get what you
What you
want.
want.
But if we keep
Literally.
trying, we'll find
Yeah.
something we can afford.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And then we'll
There.
get what we need. Boop, boop. I wish. Yeah, it's weird. Like it's either too pricey or it's perfect and it's like a closet size. So there was a space in Milwaukee that's like 800 square feet. It has no bathroom. It's in the middle of Brady Street, by the way. And then there's another one that's actually directly across the street from another vegan place. Um, but again, it's a closet space and it wasn't built for a cafe, so we would have to literally, like, gut it and then redo everything. Uh,
Which
and
that's usually the easiest thing to do, but it's the most expensive option,
yeah,
which I don't think people
yeah.
understand. Like, "Oh, why can't you do this?" And it's like, "Girl, do you got
Yeah.
10 Gs?"
Do you have the
Like,
menus? Yeah, and I'm also working on my credit, so truth be told, my credit's finally become actually good credit, so I've finally put it. I've actually got accepted into another actual credit card that I didn't have to prepay for. So now I'm a big kid now, kids. Da-da-da-do. So yeah, I've officially become an adult. But I've never taken out big loans, and I'm hoping even with this Kiva loan, when I pay it back, that will end up being on my credit, so people will be more prone to giving me like a business loan.
mm.
'Cause that would be amazing. Uh, but yeah, we're saving money. We're looking for a space. If you know a space, please let us know. We need we need it. We
Help,
need some
SOS,
space. Yeah,
makers in crisis.
it is. So I've also gone to actually, you know what? Let's take a quick commercial break. And then it's gonna be for three seconds, and then we'll start the conversation. But I really want to get into basically as a company, like our companies as an update as
Mhm.
you know what I mean, because I've done some changes to my menu and stuff like that to make things easier,
Samesies.
so we could share that info. We'll be right back, folks, so go pee.
Yep.
Please come back though. And we will be back after this commercial break. Oh man, I didn't have enough time to type that in our chat. I was gonna say I took a break so we could add the commercial in. So wait, speaking of, by the way, before we even get into that topic, because I feel like that's gonna be a long one, we do want to let everybody know that if you become a Patreon for the AFMG Cafe, no, sorry, the AFMG Podcast Network, it has been a long month.
Hey, you got 80% of it right, you're fine.
Yeah, it's the AFMG Podcast Network. You can become a Patreon, and uh we will do a 1 minute. Oh, wow. I need to go to bed. I give up. I quit, everyone. Goodbye. We will. You can send us a 1 minute commercial, audio commercial or visual, even if you want to, because even though we do our podcast live, we do also post on Spotify and a lot of those platforms. Now we stick the video on there because you can see the videos. So visually or just voice, you can send us a 1 minute commercial and we will post it during our episodes. So you could get some people looking at your shit.
Mhm.
But yeah, we wanted to offer that up to you guys. But I wanted to bring up the topic of, what updates have you been doing just in general also? Because you're doing your cookies now, right? Your
Yes,
cookie
so
pies.
the pink apron has had a whole makeover, including the name. So
Yeah.
we've gone from the pretty pink apron to the or Wow. Now I'm effing up my
Yeah,
blah,
right?
blah, blah, blah. So now I am the pretty pink
Mhm.
apron, no longer the pink apron, but so with that I was like, okay, I need to kind of like do a makeover because I was just kind of running myself ragged with my whole motto is I want to have something for everyone, and because I never want
Mhm.
anyone to be left out, it's the people pleaser in me. But with that, it gets really expensive and very time consuming because if you're a baker, you feel me on this. So if I'm
Yeah.
offering regular items and then I'm also offering gluten-free, vegan, and gluten-free and vegan.
Mhm.
So the thing is, it's maybe it would have been a little bit more manageable if I did one or two things of each thing. No, that's not me.
Yeah.
I looked at my past like menus that I've had from markets,
Yeah.
and there were times where I literally offered 20 different items. And it's like,
Really?
why?
Yeah.
Why am I killing myself? Why am I staying up till 5 in the morning
Yep.
baking these things and then half of it doesn't sell? When you
Yeah.
have too many options, it can really hurt you. So you want to
Keep it
try and make
simple
it
and clean.
smaller and larger quantities. So
Yeah.
right now I am only offering just, regular recipe cookie pies. That is my new spiel. We are not doing like custom cakes or pies or anything like that. I wanted to combine my favorite things to bake, which are pies and
Mhm.
cookies. So I'm like, a cookie pie, the best of both worlds, and have it be fun with interesting flavors. So
I was gonna say, do
that
you
is
wanna
my new
explain everyone what a cookie pie is?
I love you. I wish I had one example. A cookie pie.
Yeah, a
So
cookie pie is.
what I love about baking is like it's a chance to be creative and like wacky. So like you can have your simple
Mhm.
stuff, but then also something a little out there that people might think is a little weird and then it turns out great. So the concept with a cookie pie is it's, that nostalgia because like who didn't grow up with like at your grandma's house or even your parents, like you had a plate of cookies or something, like even if it was
Yeah.
like those refrigerated like Pillsbury ones, like cookies are
Yeah,
always a
we
very
did.
easy treat. Like you pick it up, boom, you're done.
Yeah.
But then for me, my favorite dessert is pie because it's just, ooh, that flaky crust, that ooey gooey filling of whatever. So it's combining the best of both worlds. So you have a base of the cookie, and then like the pie aspect is these cookie pies all have some type of like topping or filling. Like they're not all the same, but it's just, I don't know, fun way to get creative. Like I did a
Yeah.
market in March and it was like a lavender lemonade cookie pie. So it was like
Ooh, that
piece of
sounds
a
good.
lemon sugar. It was so freaking good and it sold out, baby.
Nice. Burr, burr, burr. Oh, wait, I have a horn for you. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I did your horn for you.
Oh, thank you. I'm
There
like,
you
I didn't
go.
hear shit.
Yeah, you're hearing nothing. Burr, 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 burr.
But no, so I'm excited. It's been fun so far. I hope to add vegan and gluten-free options later on, but right now I'm just trying to focus on picking set flavors that are fun but also are going to sell. So not just because I really like it doesn't mean everyone will. Like, it's trial and error.
True. True. I did the same thing with my menu. I every month I was changing flavors, which I guess is good because then I did really see like what people liked and didn't like about
Mhm.
like what flavors and what.
But that adds up for money for you and time because just because
Yeah,
one thing bakes
like
this way, everything
and
bakes differently, and then you have leftover product. Because if it doesn't sell, well,
I
now
know.
hope you didn't buy
It's
10
all
pounds of it. Like
it's already hell because I'm dealing with donut holes. And I was just like, this so for example, so this year I am not doing the Hellraiser Pride donuts for June, because those things took me forever. So I switched it up to a Rocky Horror Picture Show donut, and it's just gonna
cute, love
be
it.
cherry 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 chocolate, and then I'm
Ooh,
just doing rainbow sprinkles with the little lips on it and calling it a day.
sounds good to me.
But
I'll pop that in my mouth.
right? You pop some balls in your mouth,
Oh,
chocolate on
yeah.
balls, stick 'em in your mouth, then suck 'em. Uh, South Park, South Park. So, I switched up that. I'm not gonna be changing my flavors every month. It's gonna be every other month or whatever, or if there's, like, a new popular movie coming out, I'll make a donut for that. Uh, but yeah, and made a new donut flavor this year. Speaking of fucking donut flavors that I just said I wasn't gonna do, I did get one that I featured at the Donut Fest, and I sadly did not make enough donuts for the Donut Fest.
Oh.
I know now for next year to make a massive amount because
Mhm.
I ended up getting people were buying like 5 of my donuts. They give
So
you
it
a
wasn't
ticket, you
just a
get
one and done, they were buying a bulk
yeah, so
order.
then I got cleared out before anyone else, like, came, so then I was done. I was done in, like, 30 minutes. I was like, "Holy shit," I freaked out.
Oh,
I
no.
was
But I
like,
guess
"This
it's
is
better
so
than having a
bad."
shit ton left over though, right? Like, you'd rather
I
sell
mean,
out
not
than
really because this is like a voting thing, so, like
I suppose.
also, wait, props to Hooch MKE who actually
Whoop,
won
whoop!
the best donut for Donut Fest,
Hooch,
so it's
hooch, hooch, hooch.
yeah, it's amazing. That was her first one,
He's
and
killing it.
yeah, she is killing it this year, so definitely killing it.
Watch out for her. She will be at
Yeah.
the Milwaukee Nighttime Market, I think
Yeah.
two of the dates. Check out her Instagram, because I'm not sure which 2 dates they are.
She just posted it. I believe it's gonna be this
I know she has
coming
August 14th, but I can't remember
yeah.
if she has the June one or the July one for the
I
other.
believe she's got the June one, or
Oh.
maybe not. But yeah, Hooch, 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 MKE, check 'em
She's
out.
got that good.
Yeah, like, it was delicious, I did, I ate the, Bavarian cream, it was delicious,
Oh.
and it was vegan, so
Mhm.
nom noms. But yeah, so I made a new flavor, it's Attack of the Killer Oranges, it's orange and cream, so
Oh, that sounds
cream-filled
good.
orange
And
donut.
summery, very smart.
Oh
Yes,
god,
yes.
yeah. It's got little eyeballs on it, which everyone loved, because they're little killers. So, we got that going, so I'm gonna do that, the Rocky Horror Picture Show and the Blobs are coming back, but I'm gonna stick with, more of a simplified menu situation because changing it every month is, like, ridiculous. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
It's just too much. Also, keep in mind,
It
we
is.
both have full-time jobs on top of this.
Oh god, yes. Yes,
Like,
I
we're
so I
juggling. Liz, you're juggling a hell of a lot more than me, though, I will
I
be
he
honest.
I yes. So, I mean, you've been helping a lot with the podcast, but I have the
I
podcast
try.
network. I have my board game stuff coming up. I have my day job. I went from part-time to full-time so I could fast forward this
Well, and you're in
storefront.
management, so it's not like you just work 30 or 40
Yeah,
flat hours,
yeah.
it's because 'cause you're working,
I
like,
sold my
60.
soul to salary again, just so I could get on my feet. Also, I still need to move back to
Mhm.
Milwaukee. Um, I'm not I'm not messing around anymore. I
So if you
need
guys
to
also
get
find
out of
any
here.
apartments,
Yeah,
also send those.
preferably under $1,000 because I'm broke.
Babes, good
But yeah,
luck. Did you not see that
yeah.
article? In the hood, you're gonna be paying 1,200.
That's not bad. Still, you're under
You got
Illinois.
Chewy. He'll
Yeah. I know Chewie's still kicking.
he'll be
I
your
This
guard
dog
dog.
will live forever. Like, I don't think he'll ever pass. Like, Chewie is literally for a old man, he is gonna keep on going.
Well, even when
And
he
I can't
passes, he'll just haunt you.
yeah, I can't make him a therapy dog either because he'll, like, just bite me. Um, but yeah, that's we work full time, and my full-time job has been really like, I was very strict on my boundaries when it came to my job. I even in my email of my acceptance letter, I said, "Listen, I own my own cafe. I'm getting a storefront. This is not gonna be a permanent position for
Mhm.
me. Like, I'm gonna leave, blah, 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 blah." They did not care, because they have literally taken up a lot of my time, so I've been struggling with that. It's a
Negative with
creative job.
corporations, like
Yeah, it's a creative job. It's an awesome place to work though. It is owned by Sony, so that's cool. I get to do a lot of fun things. It's just overloading. They have me working on 30 projects right now, so then it's like you work on 30 creative projects, you go home, and then you have to be creative again
Mhm.
for your own company, and it's exhausting. The
Yeah.
only thing literally making me like driving me is the fact that I'm gonna get my own place again
Mhm.
and have a storefront and be self-sufficient, and I don't have to ever deal with this corporate BS again. Like, that
Yes,
is the only
good
thing driving
things
me.
are coming. We're
Yeah,
manifesting goodness for,
yes.
2024.
We are some boss ass whisks, so we're gonna
Damn straight.
kick ass. And we have a lot of support. Like, there's a lot of supporters, obviously, because we both funded on our Kiva loans.
Mhm. Thank you to everyone who
Yeah,
did support us. We very much
yes.
appreciate it.
And the people who continuously support us, thank you. Uh, it's a hard not life
For
but
us.
for us. But, it is what it is. You gotta really be strong and not like sleep to do this.
Yes, you need to have, which is funny because I don't
Yeah.
have thick skin, I don't feel like. You have to have thick skin. Like, I cry a lot.
You have a lot of
Um,
support.
yes.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
about, like, you do need to have a strong support system because it does
Mhm.
get rough and it can be discouraging because, like, you question yourself and, Liz, you have it with your family too, where people are like, "Well, if you're not making this amount, then maybe you should just give up." Like, I've
Yeah.
had people just
Yeah.
tell me that. Like, if you're
Yeah.
not making this amount, then, like,
Or why are
basically
you spending
stop
that?
wasting your time. And it's like, well, I
Yeah.
don't view it as wasting my time because I'm doing something I
You
love.
gotta grow. Yeah, you gotta grow. Yeah, I mean, my parents just don't understand this, which is funny because they own businesses, so but,
And it's like,
I
were
could
you
see.
making a profit your first year? Okay.
Yeah, right? Like,
You rolling in the Benjamins? Also,
after 3
businesses
years, you're
20 years
supposed to see
ago
a
were a lot
profit.
cheaper. So,
Yeah, right? Like, everything is fucking expensive now. Um, yeah, I mean, you gotta have a support, and if you don't have support, I mean, I really lean on my friends, and I think we discussed this last month with the ladies.
our
Uh,
small business community.
yeah, our small bit like, that is probably the most support that you will ever get too. Is like, everyone is always you're gonna be your hype lady, just being
Yes,
like, "Yeah, bitch, get that!"
there's
Like,
no gatekeeping. Like, everyone,
yeah.
like, we all just want to see everyone succeed because it's just, I don't know. It's like, that's my friend. Like, go you.
You literally don't need, yeah, like, I don't know, there's no reason to be gatekeeping, and I feel
No.
like the only people we should be gatekeeping is the big corporations.
Yeah.
Like, support small business, support the people that are gonna price gouge you right now. Like, all
hmm
the prices are going up, and my donuts are still the same price. So, no price gouging, it's all gonna be the same. So our plan is to save money. I'm pricing out kitchen situations too. I've been doing that on my free time a lot. We gotta have a meeting about that after this. Uh to get an idea of like how much money we need. And again, suggest a place. If you guys know any used kitchen things, like I know there's a big place in Milwaukee that you get used kitchen supplies. That's fine. Uh but yeah, it's gonna be pricey, but it's gonna be worth it. And I
hmm
like the fact that we're gonna be able to help people and kinda open that up, to be able to assist more. Um, and that might actually just doing that might just give us enough money to have an employee,
Right.
because I
Oh,
would love to have an employee. Oh my god. To hire someone oh, to help with the baking and just to open up the
mhm.
store, like,
Hell, just
that'd
like,
be
hey,
fun.
you want to do the dishes? Like,
Right? Like, I
that's
don't
the
mind doing dishes 'cause I
I
mean, we are
fucking hate
definitely
it.
going to invest in one of those retail
Well,
dishwashers,
we
no
have to.
lie.
Also, the fact that you are vegan and I am not, like,
Yeah,
we need to make sure we're
yeah.
taking those extra precautions. So, like, we have to take cleaning even a little, yeah,
Cross-contamination. Well,
extra
yeah, that's
serious.
thing too is, like, we can't just get 1 cooler, we need to buy 2
No,
coolers, like, we gotta separate everything, which is a pain, but again, it'll be worth it, and
right. We
it'll
want
be
to do
nice
this right.
because yeah. Yeah, we wanna do this right and correct.
hmm
Um, and yeah, I mean, it's coming, but also, again, if anyone wants to help us with any information, any realtors, but it's gonna be a situation where we're just pricing things out right now.
Right.
Like,
'Cause it's a long road because I mean, like, when you're apartment viewing or, like, house hunting, I mean, half the time, like, you don't even find it on there, you find it through word of mouth, so, like,
Yeah.
I can look on Craigslist, I can look on Zillow and Facebook Marketplace, but, like, there might be a hidden gem somewhere that I don't know about,
Yeah.
and you do, so please send
Yeah,
me that
please help
gem.
us.
Please.
E every being an entrepreneur is weird. Everyone thinks it's a hobby.
And they think you're
Um,
rich, like, you just make bank.
yeah,
It's
they
like
think that
that's
they
funny.
think that we're, we're spending money on a bunch of stuff that we don't need, which is false. Um, yeah, I mean, it is super hard. You're exhausted, you're working 2 full-time jobs on top of all the other stuff because you gotta market
Mhm.
yourself. You have to, uh, do podcasts. You have to, you know,
It's not a
do
one-stop
the
shop, like, there's so many
yeah.
components that go into this because you ha you are the face behind and in front of your
Mhm.
business. You make that product. You have to
Yes.
go to the store to get the ingredients to make that product. You have to take pictures of every step. You have to post. You have to create content,
I
and
found that
all
out
these
this
things
year,
to stay relevant.
actually. I found out this, one thing this year is that I don't really post photos of myself, mainly because for my board game stuff, I'm posting photos. For my streaming stuff, I'm always on camera, and if anyone knows me personally, you know that I actually don't enjoy being on camera all the time. I don't look or I guess act as if this is bothering me, but I'd love not to wear makeup and be like a slob one day after work, but it's like you can't. You gotta
That's me right now.
I'm like, I gotta put on makeup, I gotta gussy up, but it's a pain, but you gotta do it. And then people want to see the person baking their food,
Mhm.
and they want to see their personality show through their website and socials. But
Yeah, you
yeah,
have to
that
sell yourself when it comes to
sell
being
your
a small
soul to
business.
the devil.
I mean, kinda.
Yeah, yeah, you really are though. But I mean, it's gonna be worth the journey will be worth it at the end. It'll always be worth it. Especially now getting really deep back into the working industry, not even an industry, just the working industry, having a job. Um, the job market is weird. People work differently now.
Yes.
Um, and that just drives me more because it's like I don't have to deal with this BS if I just work alone
Mhm.
because it's just simple things like, you know, I'm not going to say I'm cocky or I know everything, but I know the basics of business. You know what I mean? Um, and to be fair, I had no idea how to run a company. I had no idea how to run a business. I think when I started my journey of even my board game industry stuff, like making a board game, I was in logistics working for Amazon, a third party company with Amazon, and I had no idea even about the laws around board games. And so I spent a year looking up laws and trademark stuff and copywriting stuff. And then I learned how to make a board game, what you need to do with that. And then I had to learn about my Kickstarter and then like years of that. And then COVID hit and I was like, shit, what am I going to do now? Because I can't do anything with my board games because it's COVID.
Mhm.
Like, and my website wasn't doing well when it comes to like board game sales. Uh, I sell my game more when it goes to conventions and stuff like
Well, yeah, 'cause
that.
then they're meeting you. Because if I just see an ad
Yeah.
or a website, I'm not gonna be as inclined unless, like, I've had a personal connection.
Yeah. Well, no, they're in booths too, like where I'm not even at. They're sold at conventions. But like but we don't have conventions during COVID. So I was like, fuck, what
Mhm.
do I do? And then I was like, what if I did my own board game cafe? And then I was like, I could help other indie board gamers sell their games because they're in the same
Mhm.
situation I'm in. And then that idea grew. And then again, I took like a year to study to be like, I remember when I lost my job, during COVID, the person I was dating was like, "Oh, you should just do your food truck idea then." And I was like, "Well, you can't just do it because you need
No,
money, and a
food trucks are really
licensing and"
expensive.
yeah, literally. So I was thinking about a food truck. Well, that was our first thing was food truck, and then I was like, "Well, they're $30,000,
Mhm.
and that's not even with a kitchen involved half
And
the
you need a
time." So
specific truck, like, you can get bamboozled. I knew
yeah.
someone, they bought a food truck,
Oh, no.
and they got it reviewed or whatever, and they turned out they couldn't even use it. So,
Oh,
like, they
yeah.
just made this huge investment and then couldn't use it.
Yeah, no. No,
The
no, no,
fuck?
no. That's
Like,
I was like,
pardon my
it's a
French.
lot. You know what I mean? And then someone could literally
Lot of
steal
dough.
your company and drive it away. Like, I
Mhm.
don't know.
Or look at
I
heirloom. There's literally randomly, like, nothing was left on, just a
dude,
fluke,
no.
theirs caught on fire, and they
Dude,
lost
what the
everything.
fuck? I would yeah,
Like,
no.
it's
It
it's
would
terrifying because that's your
it's just too
livelihood.
much. Yeah, it's just too much. So, like, that I didn't wanna go towards the food truck thing. Um,
Too high
the
risk, I would
storefront
say.
yeah, the storefront thing route is way better. Uh, but I guess the lesson learned here and the lesson this year is what you expect, and no matter how well you plan out things, it's always okay to change. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? Like
Change is good. If you're the same person, if you have the same, like, and output what outlook on life and you never change, it's just you're not gonna succeed, like,
yeah.
long term.
And I
Like,
always take the like advice from customers too. But like you have to be able to figure out what is good advice and what's bad advice.
exactly. Like, trust your gut, obviously. Like, if someone is coming up to you with genuine concern, like, give them a listen. At the end of the day, it is your business, is your decision, but in order to keep your business alive, you do need to adapt. And I mean, that's kind of what we're doing right now. Like, I mean, that's why I
Yeah.
changed everything about my business and what I offer, because it's like, how
Mhm.
can I continue to grow without, like, killing myself? I need to
Yeah.
stay relevant where people are interested. Like, that's the other thing, you need to catch people's eyes. Like, what makes you different
Yep.
than the 20 other people,
And
especially at a
that's
market? Like, they have options.
yeah.
They don't have to choose you. You need to make them want to choose you.
And we just got done talking about it before we started the stream is we like both plan on not doing a lot of markets this year and that's because of
They
we're
cost
trying to
money.
save money. Yeah, it costs a lot of money. So unless you wanna give us a free market,
Yeah,
we'll go, but it costs a lot of money.
and people
I
just
just
don't realize that there's insurance,
yeah,
there's permits, like, a lot goes
literally.
into it. And, like, I'm not saying every permit's an arm and a leg. Like, there a lot some of these
Yeah,
things are cheap, like, they're under 100 or, like, between that $100, $150 range, but it adds up. Then you have to
it
pay for the
does.
market. If it's your first market, you gotta pay for your tent, all these things,
Mhm.
like, do you need to pay for a helper? Just there's a lot that go into it. It's not just, a
I
market
wish I could find a
depending can
helper.
be right? A market can be like 20 bucks maybe. Like, I think the River
Yeah.
West, it breaks down to $20 a market.
Yep.
But it's not just 20 bucks. So that's what people need to comprehend. It's not that big of
Mhm.
a risk. It's not an investment. Like, no, when you have it that little, you're totally right. Like,
Yep.
my first market season, I think I invested, like, with tables, a cheap tent, like, maybe like $400 or $500. So, like, nothing crazy. But the
Yeah.
bigger you get and the higher quality of things you get, like, I now have a custom tent that was $200
Yeah.
and I
It
freaking
was
love
worth
it.
it though.
Yeah,
They'll know when they see
baby.
the pink fat tent.
But
They'll
it's like,
know what
as
it
you grow,
is.
you need to get better quality shit, and that's when it starts
Yeah.
to add up. And people need
It
to understand that.
did we
And
post on the Patreon a before and after?
yep, we did our glow
Oh
pics.
god, yeah, yeah, because I remember my tent was only 8 by 8 because that's all I could afford. And it was tiny and green, and I just had, like, a table. Like, what my shit looked like when I first started compared to now is, like, so much better.
I couldn't
Even,
at
like
mine.
oh my god, I
I
was
didn't
like,
have a
"God, mine was"
tablecloth.
Dude, I had the cardboard boxes and no one could see. Like, no one could see the donuts, and they were greasy, so it was, like, leaking through the
Oh,
box,
that's the thing, you gotta think of weather, so guess what?
yeah.
You need a cooler. Even if you're not it doesn't
Yes.
matter if you could have a fucking cookie. Dude, if it's an 80-degree day and the sun's out,
Yeah.
if that's not in a cooler, it's going to be a disgusting
Melt.
mess. I
It's
speak
gonna
from
melt.
experience. I made vegan brownies, and it literally looked
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
chocolate toothpaste by the end of the
And that's the
market.
thing too is, like,
I had to
you
throw them all away.
gotta I used to just, like, stockpile all the donuts, and now if it's hot out, I'll just put, like, 3 up because I usually do
Mhm.
just 3 flavors, to show people, and then I'll just grab and give it to
Ri
them.
I think that's another thing I've learned because at first I put everything out right away because 'cause I'm like, "No, I want my table to
Yeah.
look full." But
Yeah.
actually, that
Yeah,
kinda
no.
hurts you because if it like, it's one thing, okay, like, oh, you're prepared, so that's why you might be constantly clearing your table, but then you're restocking it. But the person
Mhm.
walking by, they don't know that, so they might think, "Oh, wow, she hasn't sold anything all day. There's probably a reason." You know? Just,
Yeah.
so give the
Who cares what the
illusion,
fuck people
even if
think?
it's
No, I'm
not
kidding.
true, just put a few things out, and then
Yeah.
also less to put away when you're done.
Mhm. So, I didn't want to, I don't know. So, when it comes to marketing and doing markets, that's how you market, right? Uh, I wanted to kinda touch base because I'm gonna be doing the Out in the Kitchen, which is technically a networking event, but you buy a ticket and it's kinda like the Taste of Chicago. You buy a ticket and you can have free samples of all of the foods, um, around Milwaukee. And I've gotten a lot of, like, I connections with vendors, I guess you could say, like 2 vendors. And then, but I did get a lot of people that were like, "Oh yeah, oh my god, like I'll talk to you. Oh my god, I'm totally gonna talk to you." And then all of a sudden, like nothing. And I get it. People are busy and shit like
Mhm.
that, but
Like,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
meant to be personal, but it's personal.
Yeah.
Hurts
You
my
get
feelings.
more well, no, I don't even give a shit. Like it happens, but like you still get the marketing with them advertising your business, and that's usually why I do it. That's also a great experience. It's usually a fun group of people. Uh, it's people that I really wouldn't see at the markets that I usually do, which is nice. Uh, some people were there. Actually, the pizza flame pizza people were
Flower
there.
Girl and Flame?
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
"Flame."
Yeah,
I'm like,
she came up to my table and had one of my donuts, and she was like, "I always see you, but I never have a donut." I'm like, "Oh, now you can." Um, and I made friends with the chip lady, but yeah, it was fun, it was a good experience, but, like, networking events, as much as I actually don't like them, and I don't think that you get a lot of business from them. I do believe that it is beneficial when it comes to getting people to see what you're doing. They'll
mhm.
add your website because even people who are not paying the $25 for the ticket, I'm still on that ad. Like, I'm still on the internet being promoted,
Yep, you're
and
getting plugged.
yeah, people are gonna see what I'm doing. I was going to try to do some horror conventions, but again, it's so pricey. Like, we have to pay for these markets, and it is a pricey thing to do, and it's hard when you're trying to do a storefront, but also continue being in the visual eye of the customers so people don't think that you're not doing anything.
Mhm. It's like, being a renter and trying to buy a house at the same time. So you need to prove to the
Yeah.
bank
Oh.
that you can afford this mortgage while also paying, like, 1 to 2 grand in rent
Yeah.
every month. But, hey, can you also save $10,000 for your down payment?
Yeah, yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
That it
Like,
becomes overwhelming,
it's
but,
a
like,
struggle.
yeah, I guess the only difference between just doing the pop-up and now is that we all have to be cautious about the money we're spending and
Mhm.
how we're spending it and how it's gonna affect the company while also keeping up with updates. So, Kiva, you should do an update. I was gonna actually post this video as my update because technically we're updating people.
Oh, very
Uh,
true.
yeah, and like, you know, I wanted to go into some board game conventions, but again, it's like 12,000, not 12,000, 2,000 to $5,000 to have a booth. And that's not gonna happen. Like that's a lot of money. Also
Yep.
travel. So like I don't live in Milwaukee right now still. It's been a struggle. If anyone knows me, it's been a 4-year struggle of me coming back. I am coming back. I absolutely hate Illinois. I will be back in Milwaukee. Even my job's like, "You're gonna go back?" I go, "Yeah." I even told him, I go, "You should have a Milwaukee spot." I go, "I think you guys will do well there," which they will. I mean, it's an entertainment venue and it's super cool. And there's nothing like that in Milwaukee. And just like, I don't know, Illinois got a lot of this shit. So it's not a lot of competition. Um, but yeah. We'll be doing more events. I think my first event actually my first market is Vegan Mania. I will be at Vegan Mania June 2nd. Actually, I just told you my schedule. My schedule is crazy. What are you doing? Here, you can tell everyone while I am just looking at my
Okay. So, what I am planning for the Pretty Pink Gamer this summer is it's going to be a slower summer for multiple reasons, both just, personal and professional. But
mhm.
I am only doing, as of right now, I am going to be taking June and July off for markets just because I don't want to invest unnecessary funds into
Yeah.
that because I really want this storefront to happen. I just feel like I have
Mhm.
completely plateaued. I'm at the wall and like I make around the same with every market I do, and if I want to keep
Yeah.
growing, I need to do something different. So
Yeah.
you can catch me August 14th at the Milwaukee Nighttime Market.
Which is
There
awesome that you're in that.
I'm very excited I got in. Last year, I did get in on the skin of my teeth or whatever the saying is. I was waitlisted and then someone else fell through and that's how I got in. But this time I was a
Man.
first pick. So I feel
So
extra
I just have
special.
to so I have to just knock someone off the list. Okay, all
Yeah.
right.
Oh
So if
crap.
you see me
Maybe I
behind
should have
your
told you
booth,
that.
like, lighting a fire, like, cutting a string, I'd be like, "You're not doing this anymore." 'Cause I'm like, I never get picked for that, so watch out, vendors.
Oh,
Catch me outside, night
how about
market.
that?
How about that? Live my best life. You can't take that from me. Like,
Your life is sugar and sprinkles. Just
it's
kidding.
gonna be like Showgirls. I'm just gonna, like, throw some marbles on the ground and wait for one of the vendors to slip up. I'll be like, "Yeah, now I got your spot.
Vendors
Now I got
beware.
it. Vendors beware, AFMG is after you." No.
Oh, doody 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 doody.
Duty. Is that the last one you're doing?
Yeah, as of right now, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just doing that one. I feel weird. It's like I don't know, but I want to
If
be
it's
smart,
okay. Yeah.
and it gives me more time. Like I'm really excited. Like I've already started working on my menu for it, and I'm just oh, when you have less to do, you have more time to do things like perfect, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm excited for because I've never actually had that opportunity.
Yeah.
Like it's always been, you work your normal 8-hour job
Mhm.
and then you put in another like 5, 10, whatever hours needed that same day for a market. And it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck, did I take pictures? Nope. Did I have any content to like make a TikTok with it? Nope.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh my God, I can test bake. I can take pictures. I can do little teaser
Mhm.
trailers. Like, just more time
Get
to
shit
like
done.
promote one thing I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, exactly. So, for mine, I will be doing the Vegan Mania, like I said. So that's June 2nd from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. in Greenfield Park in West Ellis. I'm gonna kidnap Sarah to join me.
Hmm.
So if you're a vendor Or you
Come
wanna
say
come
hi, or we will
yeah, come
find
say
you, or
hi. Yeah,
I will
that's
find
scary.
you.
Sarah will find you. But yeah, that'll be fun. And then I have a few dates for River West Market. I cannot do my June 9th one. I'm thinking about moving it to June 30th if they let me. I emailed, I'm waiting on that. But I will be at the summer solstice June 15th. It's the summer solstice music festival on the east side of Milwaukee. I'll be doing that in June. And then after that, I will do another River West Market in July, and then it's out in the kitchen. But I did the same thing Sarah did. I didn't really do a lot. I will not be doing markets in August because that's when I have to more concentrate on the board gaming and that content because I have a lot of conventions that month too. So I won't be doing any markets in August. But yeah, there is a market that I'm doing in September. I will be doing Krampus Fest. I'm just waiting on
Whoop,
the
whoop, whoop.
yeah, oh my god, I love Krampus Fest. It's like my most favorite event to do. I don't know if I want to do their paranormal convention. It was really fun and really cool last time. I don't know I don't know. I guess I'll see my money situation. If it goes well and I'm saving enough and that's not gonna affect me as much, then I will also be doing the Milwaukee Paranormal Convention. Other than that, that is the markets I will be doing. We have a episode for next month. We're gonna be
So
celebrating
excited.
Pride.
Whoop, whoop,
We have a
whoop.
full house.
Love
So
is love.
this is love
Spread
is
love like
love. Brr.
sprinkle love like sugar. I can say that for both of us.
Equal
Or spread life like
rights.
butter if you're like me and you eat animals.
Yeah, like butter. Ugh. Uh Yeah, I mean, so we're gonna celebrate Pride. We're having some of the
Oh,
LGBTQ plus community.
and we will be dropping those names later on. We just don't want to like do it too soon and then someone bails.
No, we can. I mean, well, we have a few names. Moon Cherry Sweets. We'll be seeing you in the vegan
Like,
mania, so we're
ye
gonna harass you to make sure you
your
confirm.
butt's gonna
Confirm.
be here.
Yeah, we're gonna be like with a bat. Yeah, see, yeah, you haven't confirmed your email. See. We got old
Perfect.
Sarah here with the baseball bat. She'll take care of
I'll
you.
beat
No,
that boy with a bat. Smack.
I
Just
beat that boy with a bat. Boom. I hit that bitch
and
with a bottle. But we do have the New Baron Brewing Company. These are the names that are confirmed, but you never know. Eat at Moxie, and Melinda.
and Melinda. So I'm really
There we
excited
go.
for that one. That the owner and chef, his name is Greg, and he actually was recently on Top Chef as a guest judge. So
Brr, brr, brr.
pretty cool.
Is it the Milwaukee one? The Milwaukee Top Chef? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's because I know the chef that is hosting it. Yep, yep, yep. That's so
No,
weird. Yeah.
it's so
It was
crazy how it ends up being a
she
small world. Like you know.
well, she was studying in Loyola University in Chicago. Like she was like getting, I don't know, a fucking doctorate or something. So the
Oh,
fact that like we both
man.
ended up being chefs is just fucking funny to me. Because while she was doing that, her girlfriend was helping me study for my bartending fucking license. And I was studying for bartending and she was studying a doctorate. We both ended up being chefs. So it's almost like the high
That's
tier
crazy.
and the I was a fuck up as a kid. So I don't know. I was an art school dropout, so I didn't know what route to go in life. You never know. You
No
know what
one
I
does.
mean? But yeah, look at her now on TV.
Look
Wow.
at me now. Hey.
Look at me now. And I'm just being weird. That's what I love the most. Like I am the happiest. The fact that I'm just living my best life, being weird and getting paid for it. Like
Mhm. It's the dream.
the yeah, it really is. It is the dream. Anything like it, it's worth it. So basically, bottom line of this episode is this is our update. It is so worth it. Uh, so we
If you
encourage
can dream it,
anyone,
you can do it.
if you could dream it, be it. And then yeah, so we'll see you guys for our Pride episode next month. We don't have the dates, but if you join our Patreon, you'll know before anyone else.
Mhm. You'll
And then,
get
of
all the
course, check
tea.
us you'll get all the tea. Also, Sarah will be doing some little interviews and tidbits during that market. We also have plans on going to a convention together and then doing some
Yay!
interviews there. So our summer is gonna be pretty filled, but we will be
Mhm.
keeping everyone updated on the storefront and where we're at with all of that. Thank you all for listening. Thank you
Thank
guys for
you.
supporting us, our companies, our podcasts.
We
Uh,
love and appreciate you all.
yeah. Yeah. We you support everything we do. This is you could tell I'm tired. I am off this podcast. I am so all over the place.
Dude,
I had a
not to
list. I
TMI,
said,
I
fuck
didn't
it.
even brush my teeth before this. I'm struggling
Yeah,
today.
we're you know what though?
Hopefully
I
you can't
like
smell my
that
breath
because
through
it
the
shows
webcam.
people what it is like being an entrepreneur. We're not all put together. It is exhausting. Gah. But thank you guys again for listening. Keep listening. Join our Patreon. You can answer our Spotify question. We'll be
Please do.
asking you, what do you love about small businesses? Or if you're a business owner, why did you want to run your own business? We'll be reading those answers at the end of every podcast. If you don't want to do that and you just want to ask a random question or spread some love, you could go on
Mhm.
iHeartRadio, go onto our podcast. There's going to be a little mic. Click on that little mic and you could give us a message. We'll be playing them live on our podcast on YouTube. Also remember we will be doing live recordings like this all the time. So please share and like our YouTube channel. And that way you guys will be able to keep up and also see us before we go on the Spotify's, you know what I
Yes.
mean? And the YouTubes and the iTunes and the 5 million other platforms we're on.
Right. The likes and shares mean a lot. We totally understand if you can't afford to, like, send money
Yeah.
or, like, for the
Send money.
patronage. Send me money!
Cash
But
app.
but no, we get if, like, it's just not in your budget to add, like, another subscription, but, like, just
Yeah.
liking and sharing stuff does so
It's worth
much. Like,
more.
help us with those algorithms, okay, guys? Like
Yeah. These algorithms be crazy. But we will be back next month for Pride. We'll have a few other podcasts planned after that. We do have some other guests that we'll have on
Mhm.
that we're pre-planning, so we're ahead of the game. And we will see you guys minata. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.